Hey everybody, how's it going? Tommy Star here. Thank you for clicking on this video, and boy do we have a fun video for you today. Hell yeah. Okay. It is Stephen King September, courtesy of my boy DrMovie91. DrMovie91, somebody I met a long time ago on YouTube. You've heard me talk about him many times. He's got one hell of a YouTube channel, you guys. First and foremost, I'm going to tell you guys, stop this video, go over there, subscribe to his channel, and get that over with before anything. I'm going to put his link right there. So go check that out right now. Go sub, and then come back and let's continue this video. Okay, now that you've done that, let's talk a little bit about this video and what exactly it is. So, DrMovie91, being a huge movie fan in general, on top of that, he's a huge Stephen King fan. And lately, if you've been following, if you're already subscribed to him, and you've been following his videos lately, his Blu-ray updates and some out and abouts and whatnot, you'll notice that he's been picking up a lot of Stephen King movies. Just really trying to stock up on, you know, the entire Stephen King library of movies, DVDs or Blu-rays. And anyway, so being the big Stephen King fan that he is, he decided to put something together for September and call it Stephen King September. And he also partnered up with a lot of other YouTubers, with myself included. And you know, he reached out to us and asked all of us if we would be interested in being a part of this. And I was just, you know, totally excited to do this. You know, I of course said yes right away. If you go back and you check out his channel, towards the beginning of September, I believe, he posted a video, just kind of like an introduction video, just explaining what this whole thing is going to be. He's got you know, links to all the YouTubers who are a part of this. Make sure you guys sub to every one of those participants. Great YouTube channels, and that way you'll get, you know, to see all their videos, what they chose to do. And he told, you know, basically said to just, you know, do whatever we wanted, as long as it was Stephen King related, you know. So it's cool. It just kind of, you know, gives a nice variety of different things that people chose to do. You know, whether people just chose to do movie reviews or collection videos and things like that. It's pretty cool. You know, it's definitely was a great idea. You know, from DrMovie91 to come up with something like this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to kind of watch everybody's videos. So, DrMovie91 himself, what he had decided to do was a minimum of 3 different videos. The first one was going to be his August Blu-ray update, which has already been posted, just basically showing off a lot of Stephen King films that he has recently picked up. His second one was his review of the new It movie, the brand new, you know, Stephen King's It movie, which he has already posted as well. And then the final video he's going to do at the end of September is going to be his complete Stephen King collection. So definitely looking forward to that video as well. But if you subscribe to him, you'll be able to, like I said, watch the intro video for this entire collaboration for Stephen King September. His 2 videos he's already posted so far. You'll be able to watch his final video of September of his Stephen King collection, and you'll be able to check out all the links to the YouTubers that are a part of this. So thank you, DrMovie91, for including me in this awesome collaboration. I'm very excited to be a part of it, and this is definitely going to be exciting. So rock and roll, Stephen King, the master of horror. So I myself have been a big Stephen King fan for many years as well. I don't have a ton of Stephen King movies, but I definitely have a few of my favorites. I would say, however, out of any Stephen King movie, my number one favorite movie of all time has to be Stephen King's It. Of course, wasn't exactly a movie. It was a mini series that came on TV back in 1990 in a two-part series. I remember going to the video store as a kid, picking that up all the time back when it was on, video cassette, and you had 2 cassette tapes that you had to watch, for the first half and the second half. And out of most horror movies I started watching as a kid, It always comes to mind as being the one that just scared the hell out of me. There was a few others, but It definitely stands out. It just literally scared the shit out of me, but there was something about it that kept me coming back. Even though I was scared, I kept going back and watching it over and over and over. Eventually, as I got older, I ended up buying the VHS, which I wish I would have kept. I ended up getting rid of that at some point. And then, of course, bought the DVD, and then I ended up getting rid of that. And then, of course, when it finally came out on Blu-ray a few months ago, actually, I think it was this time last year, hit Blu-ray for the first time. I have an awesome unboxing video that I did for that. I'll go ahead and put the link to that video down in the description box when that showed up in the mail. I also picked up a kick-ass Blu-ray steelbook. I have an unboxing of that. That was just funny as hell. I will put the link to that down in the description as well, so you guys can check that out. I've just always been a fan of it. I think overall, if I had to really pick my number one favorite horror character, probably would be Jason. But Pennywise the Clown is definitely a strong number 2 in that list. I've always loved it. Scared the hell out of me as a kid, and I love watching the movie. I watch it, every single Halloween at least 5 times. I watch it throughout the year. Just a all-around fun movie that just takes me back to my childhood and just starting out getting into horror movies. And then, of course, we cannot forget about the brand new It movie that just came out. If you guys have been reading up on it, just became the all-time biggest, highest grossing box office horror movie in history, which is exciting. It was really cool to learn that, to read that, just being a fan of It. I thought the new movie was done very well. I did a review of it, but it's actually going to be in a special video that I'm working on that you guys will see at the beginning of next year. I know it's going to be very late, but you'll understand when you guys see that video eventually. I loved it a lot. I thought it was done very, very well. Great acting, great screenplay. I like how they, from what I read and from what Stephen King himself had said, it was much closer to the book than the old 1990 miniseries. I think Bill Skarsgård was terrific. Really brought a lot of his own ideas to the character, kind of gave his own spin on it, tried not to 100% copy Tim Curry. You can't do that. Tim Curry's the man. Nobody will ever outdo that performance. But Bill Skarsgård definitely gave it his own spin, and I thought he did great. Definitely made the character a lot darker and creepier. I love the movie. It was just fantastic. I've already seen it twice in the theater. I already pre-ordered the movie on Blu-ray. I loved it. But enough about that. Let's kind of, let's stick in the right direction here on what exactly I have come up with for my video. So speaking of It and Pennywise the Clown, I decided to make that my special video for the month, is to show you guys my entire Stephen King's It collection. I have a good amount. I would say, not a ton of stuff, but definitely a lot of cool stuff that I'm excited to share with you guys. Some of the stuff you might have already seen in some horror room collection videos that I've done in the past. There's also a few new items that you guys are going to end up seeing a little early. I still have yet to post my brand new horror room update that I've been working on, and a lot of the stuff is new and going to be in that video. But for some of you who watch those videos of mine, you're definitely going to get a nice little sneak peek at some of the Pennywise It stuff that I have collected. So anyways, yes, that is what I chose to do. So we're going to kind of run through. I got everything off to the side here. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my Stephen King's It collection. And there's a few other things that when I get done showing all this stuff, I'll show you at the end of the video some bigger things that I can't necessarily just bring over here. So you will see that at the end of the video when I get through all this stuff. So let's go ahead, everybody. My complete Stephen King's It collection. Let's do it. Okay, so getting right into it. There's going to be a couple of small things. You know, I went through my entire horror room, my entire horror man cave down here, and tried to collect everything It. And I'm pretty sure I got it all. You know, I keep looking around, you know, to make sure I didn't forget anything. But as far as I know, this should be everything. I mean, anything that had to do with Stephen King's It, I grabbed. So like I said, some things might be a little stupid and small, and some things are gonna be a lot better. So let's start with the first item. So this is just something I picked up at Crypticon, which is a horror convention that is here in Minneapolis, which was not last year but the year before. Just a little postcard that somebody made. The Monster Bunch. I just thought this was kind of cool. There was an artist there that had a lot of cool shit, and I bought some stuff from him, and it just so happened that this was one of the things I got. I'm only showing you this because his little picture of Pennywise up there. So I just thought that was kind of cool, you know, cool little art piece. So yeah, like I said, not the greatest thing, but I just figured I'd show you guys just for the hell of it. So there's that. Next up is just a little something I picked up when I went to Texas Frightmare last year. Just a little button. I thought it was a really cool shot of Pennywise. You know, just after Eddie sprayed the, you know, battery acid in his face. I always liked that look, but just, you know, like a little button. Wasn't expensive. Kind of cool. And just a little magnet I picked up in Indiana at Days of the Dead. Thought it was kind of cool. It looks like kind of like a, I don't know if you want to call it like a in-between shots type photo. You know, he's kind of just standing there, got no real expression, but I don't know. I liked it a lot, you know, when he was kind of coming out of the grave talking to Bill in that one scene. But yeah, just a little magnet I hang up next to all my other magnets I got, so. Okay, so next up here, I know I had mentioned a little earlier in this video that I had the DVD of It, and I ended up getting rid of it when I got the Blu-ray, but then I was at Walmart probably a week or two ago, and they have a lot of their new slipcovers on various different Blu-rays and DVDs for horror movies. And I seen this one, It DVD never had a slipcover before, and this brand new art I really like, so I just figured I'd pick it up just for the collection. But that's It DVD. And like I said, I mean, I had the Blu-ray, that's what I watched, but like I said, I really like this artwork on this slipcover. As you see, it's just the standard edition, DVD edition underneath. But I just like this, and I just wanted to put it up with the collection, so just thought the artwork was really cool. If you guys go check out your Walmart, you might still be able to find this. It was only like $5. But like I said, just really like the artwork on here, so. And of course, here is my Blu-ray copy. Had to put it in a red case. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do that. I think DrMovie91 himself did that as well. I think he did. But anyways, you have to have it in a red case. It just looks so much better. Yeah, it's just a standard Blu-ray release. But yeah, so there's that. And then, like I said, you know, I did a unboxing mail day type thing for that Blu-ray I just showed you, which of course will be down in the description. And then not too long after I got the regular Blu-rays when I picked up this, but I also have, like I said, an unboxing of this. It's a super fun video. You definitely have to check that out, you guys. That'll be down in the description, like I said before. But DrMovie91 is where one of his videos that I watched a long time ago is where I found out about this. I didn't even know this existed until I watched his video. He ended up getting this from somebody, and I fell in love as soon as I seen it. I had to get it, and that is the It steelbook. Gorgeous steelbook, you guys. I think it is a, you know, it's not a U.S. release. It's an international release. I don't know if it's like a UK or what, but as you can see, I you know, have it in one of my plastic steelbook cases to protect it. But I just love the shot. It's just his face. Couldn't be more perfect. And there's the spine, and then the back is just solid red, which is supposed to be like, you know, his hair, because you can see on the sides here, it's all his hair. It's like a dark red. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of dark down here, but if you can see that, that's just all solid red, just his hair. So yeah, but I had to own this. When I seen DrMovie91's video of this, I had to get online and look for it, and I got it at a pretty good price. So yep, gorgeous. Just looks, you know, just beautiful, sitting with all my other horror steelbooks that I have. So one of my favorite steelbooks I own, and definitely one of my favorite It items. Absolutely. So now let's get into what exactly it is. And of course, it was a #1 bestseller from Stephen King himself, novel. And of course, I had to own it. This is the paperback version of it. And of course, there's the man himself, Mr. Stephen King. And like I said, this is just the paperback version of it. As you can see how freaking thick this book is. And, you know, I've said this before, but just being such a huge It fan, I'm ashamed to even say it again, and I've never read the book. But then again, I have heard a lot of big It fans out there haven't either, so I'm not the only one. But yeah, just, you know, I bought this because I want to eventually read this at some point. And I will 100% read this. But it's going to be very time consuming. It's a very big book. But I'm definitely interested in checking it out because, you know, seeing the, you know, the miniseries and then the new movie, I want to see exactly how much they either missed or got right, you know, so, because everybody knows the book is better. So there's the paperback of that, and then I also have the big hardcover one, which I bought used. I'd like to get a different, better edition. It's got some damage on it, but as you can see, it's like super big. What I like about this is it's got the cover art from like the old school VHS that came out. That's what I really liked about it. There's of course another shot of Stephen King on the back there, and like I said, it was used from Half Price Books. It's got a lot of damage and wear on it, but it just looks nice sitting up on the shelf with the It stuff that I have. But it's big, it's thick, and it's heavy. You know, there's, I don't know, it's like over 1,000 pages, I think. Yeah, well over 1,000 pages. But there's my big hardcover one. There's a new one that just came out that's got artwork from the new movie. I'd like to get that one too. I probably will. But yep, there's my 2 Stephen King It books. Okay, next up is something that's pretty damn cool. I recently picked this up when I went to Indiana to Days of the Dead. And I just seen it at one of the booths, and somebody was selling this. It definitely looks, you know, like something custom made. And I just thought it was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And that is just this little, looks like, you know, just a little handmade boat, paper boat from the original It movie. You know, all in a nice little package here. And when I seen this, I thought it was so cool. Just kind of a unique, just kind of a simple thing, but just cool, you know. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be near as cool if it wasn't all in this whole, you know, in this, you know, little packaging, you know, with the logo and, you know, just sealed in here. I just thought it was awesome, and it wasn't that much. I think it was like 15 bucks or something, but I just thought it was really cool looking. I just had to own it. Yeah, so definitely one of my favorite It items that I have. And nothing on the back, just plain, but yeah, Just thought it was badass. Next up, here's another little simple item, something else that I picked up at Days of the Dead in Indiana, at one of the booths. Is somebody just had some hand-painted necklaces that they were selling of all different horror characters, and I seen this one there. I just thought it was kind of cool. If you guys can get a better look of that, kind of neat. You know, it wasn't, you know, too expensive. I think it was like $10 or something like that. And I seen it there and I had to grab it. There's a few other ones there I was kind of eyeballing, but this one definitely caught my eye. So yeah, I don't really wear it or anything. You know, I just kind of hang it up next to the Pennywise stuff. But I thought that was neat. Okay, so I've yet to get a big poster of this. This is definitely a movie I should own a big 27 by 40 poster of, but I'm running out of so much room down here. You know, so much wall space is covered down here that I don't even think I'll have room to put it anywhere. But eventually I'll own it. But in the meantime, I do have the 11 by 17, or could be saying 11 by 14. I don't know. I always forget what the hell the size. I think it's 11 by 17. But anyways, I got in one of those you know, plastic holders. And it just kind of sits down here with all my other 11 by 17 posters that I have. I got 27 by 40s of all my, like, you know, top favorite movies. And I still don't know why I never got this one, but eventually I will. But yeah, just, you know, the newer artwork for the cover. You know, I really like the old one that they had on the VHS. I wish I could find a poster of that one. But yeah, in the meantime, here's this. All right, next up is definitely one of my favorite items in my Pennywise collection. I seen this a couple years ago at a Halloween store over where I used to live, and it was just sitting there. And I think I went into this Halloween store like a couple different times until I finally decided, what am I waiting for? Buy the damn thing. I think it was like $37, something like that, and that is this big, huge canvas of, you know, the movie poster. It's a little bigger than the 11 by 17. It's probably more of a, see, as you can see the difference there, my guess is probably more like a 18 by 24 maybe. I don't know, it's hard to say. But I just loved it. You know, like I said, it's a thick canvas, and it's just kind of painted on there. If you guys can see the whole thing. And what I really love about this is this. Check that out. The eyes glow. I just love that. That's, you flip the switch on here and that's all that happens, just the eyes. I mean, look at that, you guys. Isn't that just badass? I just thought this was so cool. I had to own this. Oh, it's just badass. Looks really nice up on the shelf next to all the Pennywise stuff. But I don't want to waste batteries. I love this thing. All right, now we are going to get into a couple of Funko Pops that I have. The first one I'm going to show you, of course, is the first release Pennywise figure. This is number 55 for the Funko Pop movie characters. This is definitely one of the first ones I bought when I got into collecting horror movie Funko Pops. I held off on getting Funko Pops for a very long time until I finally gave in, and my collection has grown tremendously, which you guys will see in my next horror room update coming very soon. But I used to see this one in stores all the time, and I always held off because I knew that once I bought my first one I wouldn't stop. And when I finally did get my first one, yeah, that's exactly what happened. I just kept going and going, and now I've gone mad. Yeah, DrMovie91 knows what I'm talking about when it comes to Funko Pops. But anyways, I couldn't find it in stores when the time came when I started collecting them. I just looked at every store that I remember, you know, seeing it in, and it was just gone. It was too late. And then I just jumped on, I think, Amazon or eBay, one of the two. It picked it up kind of cheap. It was, I don't know, 15 or 20 bucks, but one of the first real Pennywise figures they ever really made. I mean, you know, you go back to the day when like McFarlane first started making horror characters, and you get Jason, Freddy, I mean, Candyman, I mean, you just anyone you can think of, there's a figure of, but there never was of Pennywise. And I was always wondering why they never made a Pennywise figure. I don't know if they couldn't get the rights or what exactly what the deal was with that. But this was kind of one of the first figures they got the rights to make, which was cool, you know. But yeah, you guys have, I'm sure, have seen plenty of these, but there's my It Pennywise Funko Pop. And then, of course, if I had the first one, I had to get the new one. There's a bunch of different editions of this one. I ended up getting just kind of like the standard one where he's holding the paper boat. I really like this one. I mean, I honestly can't decide which one I like better between the Funko Pops. I really like this one. You know, there's a few other ones, like a different shade Pennywise, various different ones. And also, I think it was FYE recently released an exclusive one with his mouth open and his sharp teeth showing, which of course I missed out on that. I hope at some point I could find that one because I really like it a lot. But in the meantime, I'm happy with this one. And you know, they just look so cool next to each other up on the shelf. But when I found out that they were releasing a new It Funko Pop, I just could not wait for it to come out. And I think I picked it up at Hot Topic. I think I saw it there. That's where I picked it up. But I love it. It's just friggin' cool. Absolutely love this figure. That's for Craig. All right, moving along here. Now we are going to show you a couple of items that my sister handmade herself. And this is some really cool shit. Going back to the story I was just talking about a little bit ago about how you never really could find a Pennywise figure. There was one that was like this kit that got released years ago, like this art kit of a sculpture of Pennywise that you could paint. And I don't know who released that, when it came out, where to find it. I spent years trying to find one. And, you know, you could go online and see pictures of it, and it was pretty darn cool looking. But other than that, there really wasn't ever an It figure. And like I told you, and it always pissed me off because I'm like, God, why won't somebody put out an It figure? Well, anyways, I was talking to my sister one day a few years back, and she was like, why don't they make an It figure? I'm like, I don't know. And so she went out one day and she says, you know what? I bet you I can make a custom Pennywise figure. And I was like, no way. You know, they're like, how? And she goes, just give me some time. Let me see what I can come up with. Well, she went out and she picked herself up a generic, like off-brand type wrestling figure at like Toys R Us. It was just like, you know, one of those toy lines that have just like, you know, made up wrestling type figures that are cheap, you know. And she picked up one of them, and then bought some material, and she hand painted, glued, and sewed this whole thing, you guys. Check this out. You guys ready? Look at this. Just look at the detail. I mean, she got the colors right. She got the look of the suit right. I mean, even down to the bottom of the pants. You know? I mean, even the little purple and turquoise stripe. The perfect shade of yellow. She's got the ruffles on the arms. She's even got the jacket, if you guys can see underneath. It's, you know, it even has you know, the shiny black with the pink stripe, the little orange pom-pom things. She even has a big collar that matches the sleeves. She even made herself a little handmade boat for him to hold, and of course some balloons, you know, has to have balloons. And then, you know, she got the hair, glued the hair on, and then did the face all by herself. You know, just stuck a red ball on there for his nose, and did all, look at the little detail of the mouth and the eyes and the eyebrows and everything. She did this herself, you guys. I mean, look at that coat. I mean, I was blown away when I seen this. I'm like, I cannot believe I have a Pennywise figure. This is amazing. But definitely, probably my top favorite thing I own of Pennywise. You know, it's a one-of-a-kind thing. I love it. She's even got her signature down at the bottom there. But she does that. You know, she's a fantastic artist. I got 2 more things I'm going to show you here that she made herself. And of course, she's got a channel. I've talked about her before. Her link will be down in the description box. Angelsheavenlynailz. She does mostly, like, you know, nail work and you know, toe work, you know, toenails, and then outfits of the day, stuff like that. You know, aimed a little bit more towards girls. But you do get to see a lot of her cool artwork. So, you know, definitely go subscribe to her if you guys haven't yet. But yeah, I love this thing, you guys. This is just badass. I was in shock when she showed this to me. I just could not believe the work that she did. Just, oh, I love this thing to death. Thank you, sis. You know how grateful I am. All right, next up is something else that she made for me. She actually made these for me for Christmas last year. 3 different characters. She made a Jason, a Freddy, and this one here. And like I said, hand sewn, handmade, and that is my little baby Pennywise. Like I said, she put this whole thing together. She's got like a certain name for these that she makes. They're just more or less just baby characters is kind of what she calls them. But I love this one. It's got the little balloon there. You know, just not like a ton of detail, but it's intentional. It's not really supposed to have a lot of detail. It's just supposed to kind of give you the idea of what he is. And they're just cool, you know. It's, you know, like I said, I got, you know, I've shown my Jason and my Freddy one in some past videos of mine, horror room updates. And I just thought it was really cool, you know, just a little baby Pennywise. And she's going to do a lot more for me, you know. I don't know when. Got to get on that. But she's going to make me like a baby Pinhead, a baby Leatherface, you know, all sorts of ones. But I just thought that was really cool. Just a little baby Pennywise. But just another one-of-a-kind item. All right, the last thing that she made me that I'm going to show you here is something that is badass. She was at a like a Goodwill or something one day, and she found this like really big, heavy like head. It was like just like a blank head. I don't know. It was some kind of a sculpture. I'm not exactly sure what it was, to be honest with you. But I think it was like a brown color or something. But she just found this like big ceramic looking head thing, and she immediately had this idea to create something. And check this out. Completely hand painted, glued, sewed. It's really heavy, but look at this. Just a giant sculpture of Pennywise's head. I mean, look at the work she put into the face, the teeth, the eyes, the big, huge clown nose, the hair. And then, of course, you know, she's got the collar here that she made. I just love this thing. She gave this to me for Christmas, I think the year before last. And she kind of tricked me. She like made this and said that she was going to sell it. And I was like all depressed, and you know, I'm like, well, let me buy it from you. She's like, no, I'm going to sell it online. And then she surprised me with it and gave it to me for Christmas. So, but oh, it's super heavy. You know, and if I ever drop this thing, it would be completely destroyed. But yeah, like I said, it's just like this big ceramic head. I don't know if like what exactly the purpose of it is, but she turned it into something badass. But yeah, look at this, you guys. It's just almost life size, pretty much. You know, maybe a little bit smaller, but yeah, I love it. My arm is hurting so bad from holding this up. It's so heavy. But one more quick look. All right, so that about does it for all like the little things. And now I'm going to pick up the camera, and I got 3 more things to show you guys. So come along with me. Let's go check. All right, and next up is my Pennywise mask. My most expensive mask in my collection. I think this mask was about $300. Believe it or not, I got this for a Christmas gift years ago. And definitely one of the best Pennywise masks I've seen. You know, back when I got this, you couldn't really find a Pennywise mask in the store. And nowadays, you know, you can pretty much find them in all Halloween stores, but they're really cheapy, and I don't like the look of them. You know, they're kind of stupid, to be honest with you. But this one I absolutely love. And I think the detail that went into this is just incredible. I mean, if you look at it straight on, it's just Tim Curry all the way. I was a little upset about the collar that they put on here. I mean, if you guys remember the collar I just showed you on that big sculpture that my sister made, that is what the collar is supposed to look like. I don't know what the deal with this polka dot thing is, because he did not wear that. But that aside, the mask is incredible. Definitely super high quality. Oh, what's up, Hannibal? Super high quality. And I couldn't be more pleased with this mask, you guys. I mean, here's just detail of the teeth and the lips, eyes. I just thought this mask was incredible. But definitely probably like my favorite mask in my collection. All right, on to the next item. All right, next up is going to be my brand new Pennywise mask. Just picked this up. I was actually waiting to do this video until I got this mask. I want to make sure I included this mask in the collection video. I just ordered this offline. Now, I was a little upset with this because I don't understand what the deal is with the hair. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just not right. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not the big weird shaped orange hair. It's like a dark orange. And it's just like long hair. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why they did that with this. So that I was upset about. But otherwise, I think the face is pretty good. I think they got the look pretty good. It's not like a top quality mask like my other Pennywise mask. You know, this one was like 50 or something. But I still think it turned out kind of good. You know, I'm going to keep looking to see if I can find a better one out there eventually. But I think they got the look of Bill Skarsgård pretty well. But yeah, not 100% satisfied with this mask. I just don't get the hair. I just don't understand. Like, if you guys remember, like that Funko Pop I showed you, how his hair, you know, kind of like points up at the top and sticks out on the sides. And this is just like long hair. I don't understand it. But anyways, there's my brand new It mask from the new movie. So there you go. There they both are. Which one do you like better? Of course. All right, my last and final item. Definitely one of my favorites. Check this out. Here it is. I've shown this before in some other videos before, but I can't remember if I ever like showed you what it does. Maybe I did, but this is kind of cool. It's, you know, the look of it isn't perfect, but for what it is, it's not horrible. As you see, you know, he holds a balloon here. The outfit is pretty badass, pretty spot on. The face is probably the weakest of the whole thing. You know, kind of okay, I guess. Not the greatest, but it's still pretty badass. Like I said, life size. It's like 6 feet tall. And I just think it looks badass down here. It just looks really cool. And now let me take a... Why don't I go ahead and show you guys what it does here. Here we go. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off, make it look better.
I'll kill you all. I'll drive you crazy. I'll kill you all.
There you go. I'll do it again with the lights on. I just want to show you how cool it looks with the lights off. At least this way you'll get to see how he moves and stuff.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have good sour in the can? You do? Well, you better look before we go to hell.
Pretty cool. I don't know. I think I paid about $150 for it. I like it. It definitely looks really cool down here, and I just love the eyes and the way it moves and everything. But there you go, my giant 6-foot Pennywise. Well, there you have it, everybody. My entire Stephen King's It Pennywise collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys, like all, everything in the collection. If you guys, got any questions or anything about any of the items I have here, definitely let me know down in the comments. But I just, I want to thank DrMovie91 for allowing me to be a part of this. I had a lot of fun showing you guys my entire It collection. I'm very proud of it. And I'm always adding new stuff to the collection, every time I see something. There's, a few other things I've been kind of eyeballing that I definitely want to get my hands on. But yeah, there is my video for Stephen King September. Again, make sure you guys go, if you haven't yet, go subscribe to DrMovie91. He's got one hell of a YouTube channel. His content is amazing. I always enjoy myself every time I watch his videos. He never fails, never lets me down. Great, great stuff. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to movies, and he loves talking about movies, and he loves meeting new people. And his wife, Jess, joins up on a lot of his videos as well, and she's great. She's awesome. So definitely go subscribe. Check out the intro video for Stephen King September so you can see all the videos he's done so far. And then you can check out down in the description box of that video all the links to the YouTubers that were part of this. So you guys can see all the videos that they've done for Stephen King. So if you're a fan of Stephen King, you definitely are going to be missing out if you don't do this. And even if you're not, you guys will enjoy these videos. They're a lot of fun. So, but there you have it, everybody. There is my Stephen King September video. I had a lot of fun doing it. And one last big thank you to DrMovie91. You are the man. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button right down below. Drop me a comment, like I said. Let me know what you think of the collection. Share the video around if you would mind, or wouldn't mind, I should say. And then subscribe if you haven't. And keep an eye out, everybody. Very, very soon. I'm currently working on my horror room update. I got a ton of new stuff since last time, and I cannot wait to show you guys. So thank you for watching. We will see you guys next time. Stephen King is the man.